Morning, friends and family. Chaplain Joe here with your ministry minute. The word teaches us to not be ignorant of the enemies. Do not let the enemy outwit you, is what it says. I said the spiritual world actually governs the physical world, and the enemy has mostly outwitted most of us, because if we mention Satan, we mention his name, we're labeled a nut. We're labeled a nut, and he's done that. He's managed to convince society that he isn't real, but he's very real. He's more real than you and I, and we need to be wise. We need to not be outwitted by him. I've seen so many people's lives completely destroyed and ruined. Okay, this is a lot worse than you really think it is, and I think we take him too lightly, and we don't understand him. We don't learn him. The Bible it mentions a lot of things about becoming a soldier, going to training, wear the armor, discipline yourself. You carry the word, which is the sword. God doesn't give you those things if you're not dealing with something serious and something threatening and something that's extremely dangerous. And what we fail to realize is the physical body's going to pass. There's nothing we can do about that. It's the soul. It's the spirit. That's what Satan's fighting for. That's what he's fighting for. That's your essence. That's who you are. That's your personality. He's fighting for that. And he's doing everything in his power to trick you, to deceive you, to lead you astray, so that when you die, he gets your soul. That's how precious. Our soul is the most precious thing to God, is our soul. That's who we are. That's our being. He breathed life into us. He gave us a spirit. And that's what's precious to him. And he wants that to come back to the garden where it came from. But unfortunately, the enemy of our soul, Satan, is doing everything in his power to steal that from us. So with that being said, I need you to really dig in. And every time you're faced with a situation, every time you're in a situation, or every time you have a thought, or anytime something happens in your life, I want you to step back for a minute and really think about, where did that come from? Who's behind it? Who orchestrated it? And be careful, because it might look beautiful, it might look wonderful, but it could very well be a spiritual trap. So you have to be careful, you have to be wise, you have to be smart. And for those of you who don't believe, I'm praying for you, man, because you're pretty much defenseless, and you're just going right down that road. You all be encouraged today. Know that God loves you all very much. And if we could change ourselves, we could change the world. Remember that.